Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Well.
We meet again.
You're back. Live on air, roughly.
It is. Very roughly.
Ooh. I like the titles that you put at the top.
Yes, I definitely didn't make those 5 minutes ago.
No, of course not. No.
I'm still on an advert here at the moment. I've been on an advert for about a minute.
Hey, it's more money.
Oh, no. I'm still on 15 seconds till the stream starts.
Well.
Wow.
Jesus.
I know, right? I'm running well.
Bill.
God, yeah.
Same here. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Join Audible now. Yeah, that's cool. Maximum recap Heist music. That's cool.
Yeah. Well. We are here. We are here. To talk about one of the most brilliant episodes, or technically double episodes, of Lasers and Feelings ever, I'd say, ever on the internet.
It was a crazy
one. It was pretty...
It was a lot.
It was a lot. There's certainly things happening, and some of it I wasn't okay with.
We could tell by your face. It was quite funny at the time.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to my brother earlier, who enjoys watching them, and he said to me, I like that they all go and do stupid things, and then you just about manage to keep them under control. And I said, have you watched this episode? I don't think I did, to be honest.
Do you know what? The funniest thing
I
is...
think we would let up when we see this in your face. In fact, we just intensify what we're doing.
Yeah.
Funniest thing is I've been editing the next episode that airs in like 20 days or something like that. And...
It's
oh boy!
Oh yeah!
Oh god, that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Job.
Yeah.
But we're talking about episode 2 today. So I have obviously a few questions, but we'll take questions from the chat if anyone has any. But I wanted to first of all talk to you guys about, as I've written it, the ridiculousness in the bar, which ended up being
one of the craziest bar scenes that we've had, I think.
Oh, yes. My God, that's the same episode, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean...
Julie...
As with all these things, I try to make it a quick 5 or 10 minutes at the start where you get, what I'd call the hook, the storyline, essentially, the start of it, so that you can go off and do your adventure. And this one was close to half an hour. At which point I was looking at my notes and thinking, how the hell are we going to do the rest of this? Because I was
probably before the surfing as well.
Oh yes, because I was originally aiming for 2 hours on this one as a rough thing, and I think we hit 3 or maybe slightly over 3 in the end.
What's the overall run time? It is over 3, isn't it?
Yeah, about 3 hours. Yeah, about 3 hours. But tell you what, I was enjoying it so much that I was okay with that.
Didn't feel like 3 hours.
No.
When we were doing it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what went down then in the bar then?
Well, you tell me.
Okay.
Well, Virgil was not entertaining any of it.
Well, you bought the entertainment of Ken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you came up with Ken.
Wow.
Yeah. It's your fault.
I mean, yeah, suppose.
You didn't mean to though.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
It was. Mistakes were made.
Probably wouldn't have seen that guy otherwise.
Yeah, I was just like, oh hey.
It's funny. I mean, it was a scene of like names that happened to have more significance than were realized at the time. Like, you bring up Ken, the fact that we all went to school with a guy called Ken and who we still know, made us all laugh. And then, well, I suppose we have to talk about his high lordship, the one true God.
Who are you talking about?
Jeffrey, of course. All hail. Hashtag all hail Jeffrey.
I mean, yes.
Which was literally just a thing I made up on the spot. Only to immediately find, and it was cut out because we went, no, we can't
Can't give it away.
We can't give it away.
I think it was left in there.
Nope, it's cut out.
No, the fact that Akka's immediately turned around and went, "No way, that's an NPC later on."
I thought that was left in.
No, it was cut out, mate.
Oh, okay.
That was gone.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it did make me laugh though, and I mean, you kind of ran with that, didn't you? Just a bit.
Oh yeah, that's my favourite thing. It's just picking a thing at the start and then just seeing what I could do with that throughout an episode. That's kind of just I just like doing it. You know, I think that's I don't know, I just have some sadistic like enjoyment out of having to make an entire thing out of absolutely nothing.
I mean, that is, to be honest with you, that is half the fun of me running it, is watching you guys make something out of absolutely nothing. You know, such a minor event or something so small all of a sudden becomes something massive, and it is bloody hilarious to watch happen. It really is.
Virgil just wants a job. Like he
He's a
just
working
wants
man.
a working job. And well, he got the hard part.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with these two. So
Now,
Yeah.
I do actually have a question for you, David, which is, so Ben said to me the other day that the reason that the Vernon Bov stuff happened later on is because you tried to kick him off the roof. Now, I actually am not sure about that, because for me, it started when he started calling you Vernon in the bar.
Well, yeah, obviously, but that's not killing someone.
Killing the name.
I mean, it's quite an escalation from just misnaming someone to kicking them off a roof.
it's fine if you do it once. This is when you continuously like well, you got me saying it. Virgil was he was just like, he's doing this on purpose.
I think this is truly the episode where we discovered we are all psychopaths.
Yes. So true. So true.
In the biggest sense, because I mean, the knee fight will go down in history as one of my favourite things to have ever happened.
The thing is, Virgil, I don't think he was quite psychopathic, but it's starting to bleed into him from you guys.
Yeah,
like it's starting to bleed, you know, because
Crazy's
he's
in the air.
having to be around you. It's kind of like it's like slowly taking him over.
Has anyone checked the fuel? Has anyone checked the fuel in the ship? Because is it leaking like carbon monoxide and just starving us all of oxygen?
Maybe. Oh, that would be funny.
We should probably check that.
Should probably check that out. Shouldn't
Brilliant. Oh, I need to make that something.
Hello, everyone in the chat, by the way. Nice to see you all here.
I was going to talk a bit about the exhibition. So, Josh, of course, you made me create an entire extra part to this museum.
The other thing I did.
And I will say,
I like to create myself something to improvise throughout the entire thing, and I like to create you something to improvise throughout the entire thing.
which I appreciate so very much. And the thing is that you now know what it feels like having run your first session.
Yeah,
which of course will come up at a later time. But yes,
yeah, not until next year we decided. So never mind.
Yeah. So I mean, I will say I am proud that I managed to make what you did into something that actually mattered, because I was struggling for a moment. And then you mentioned about, jumping on the bouncy castle. I was just like, hold on a minute, this is going to work later on.
Yeah.
So the bouncy castle, you made up on the spot?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that didn't exist. That wasn't in my notes or anything. But you said to me, what's in the coronavirus, I think I called it. What's in that section? I was like, I have no idea. And I just made something up.
That was good thinking.
Yeah.
I do want to know a museum that has a bouncy castle in it. It's
a futuristic bouncy castle.
Right, of course.
Sorry, I'm on mute. I exclaimed that. I was just like, yeah, I did find that kind of weird. There was a bouncy castle. I did think, but it's space, I guess.
Yeah, but it's so bouncy castle's pretty normal.
Reasoning why that was the case.
I mean, it's funny though. It worked well. It's not complaining.
He's maybe a little, I don't know, crash, but like.
I mean, I think it was the fact it was a coronavirus-shaped bouncy castle.
Yeah.
Was it just that it was like one of those big yellow things? It was a corona-shaped.
Exactly. Yeah. And to be honest with you, that was all off the top of my head. But yeah, you are right. It makes absolutely no sense. But it kind of worked. So I just.
What about any of it makes sense? Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
If you analyze for more than 2 seconds,
That's true.
I mean, the fact we got away with the gemstone is beyond me.
Spoilers.
I lack security, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dead security. I suppose we'll come on to that a bit more later. But, oh god. What about Ben's superb, first of all, scouting, and then sabotage in the security office?
I don't even have my glass right now. No, I do.
Come on, you've got to be prepared.
Here's the gin. It's ready. I won't pour it over this computer though. Alcohol problems. But yeah, I do like it to be always carrying a drink, even though it's not possible, just because it's possibilities. And I didn't want to do something normal, so I thought,
I'd like the rest of us.
Or the rest of it, yeah, everything else I do, yeah.
I like the possibilities of what else you could do with the gin, though.
Yeah, that's true.
There's so much. In fact, I've got a really good idea.
Yeah, well, it's gin and Bovril now, isn't it?
Oh.
That's.
Yeah. Dear God.
I mean, there's worse things, surely.
I don't know.
I mean, that's sort of going off topic here. But
it's not like us at all.
No.
Yeah, I thought that worked incredibly well. I quite liked you going into the manager's office and not trying to work out the password, despite for the computer. Despite I made it the simplest password I could possibly think of.
What can I say? Julian and me couldn't get it, so there you go. We are the same person, so there you go.
That is true. Yeah, in fact, I do genuinely believe it is just you now. And it's you with a slightly posher accent.
Yeah.
We see Ben going around with the roller skate like knee pads.
I should order some of those. Oh yeah.
Oh god. I mean, we're definitely doing that again. Yeah, utter ridiculousness. I mean, but yeah, really good idea.
It was effective. Julian had to do something useful at some point.
It was, and
much before that.
I will say you managed to get most of the things you needed. To be honest, I think the only thing missing was the key card to sort of get into, actually be able to get to the gem. But you basically got everything else you needed, from that sort of one loop of going through those 2 rooms. So you did very well, actually. You rolled pretty well in there. I think you got 3 laser feelings from what I remember.
Quite ironic, isn't it, that I rolled really well there.
Yeah.
And then later on, couldn't get any good rolls.
It's the way the game goes, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh gosh, but God, that was funny. And then I suppose we go to one of my favourite moments. Obviously, after Rot has almost killed some children on the bouncy castle, we go to Sir Julian and to Virgil up on the roof, doing some reconnaissance. What the heck?
This is where it escalated. This is where it started. I want to know, Rob, that if it had been successful and I had gone off the roof, what would you have done?
Lock your shit up.
Yeah, I mean,
Been a lot of limping.
Would Julian in a wheelchair have been funny? Because that's what I'm thinking off the top
Yes,
of my
because
head.
it would be a very fast powered wheelchair, wouldn't it, with a rocket on it? Come on.
Best pilot of this wheelchair.
Rocket Wheelchair 3000. Come on. Father made them.
Which I would sabotage.
Oh my god, that would be a lot.
Cane in the spokes.
I'd be like, where's my ruddy cane? And I'm just like, oh well. I'm just like, as you fire up, I'm like,
That's true. You'd actually need.
look at your wheel.
Actually, would have needed the cane for real in that circumstance.
Yeah.
This is how you use a cane.
Honestly, I hadn't planned for it, as you can imagine.
No, neither had I.
I mean, it was pretty left field, but God, it made me laugh.
Well, I used my left foot.
Oh yeah.
Am I right?
You didn't try again, though. Although I suppose I did walk off in disgust.
Luckily, it was only like a one-story building. We learned. So.
I mean, till the gift shop.
Till the gift.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bit mad, wasn't it?
That was brilliant.
Oh,
So,
yeah, come on, Butts.
so the reason I put the gift shop in there was genuinely just for a bit of a laugh. I thought, I bet you guys will want to buy some stupid, novelty rubbers or something like that. And so I just thought I'll put it in there as a bit of a laugh, an extra couple of minutes as well. And then it escalated. And
When you fail, try again.
I can't remember who started it in the gift shop.
you did.
Oh, it was
I
me.
did.
No, do you know
No, it
what?
was me. He stabbed you in the knee.
No, because see, Julian pushed you into. Do you remember those? Those magnets? Yeah. So he gave you a little nudge, pushed you into the magnets.
And then I took it.
It was just how calm you were, because you were like, what else is in the shop? It's like, let's sell bottles of stuff, and you're like, a bottle of stuff, all right, yeah, I'll grab that, I'll pay for that.
I think I should have said there's a bottle of gin, yeah?
Yeah.
A bottle of gin. Oh, yeah.
Oh my
It's
god!
honestly-
it was so,
Some of the fastest escalating conflict I've ever seen. Just like
I did
shove
think I was gonna.
bottle to the knee.
I did think I was gonna die in that episode. I had to say. I'm quite surprised I didn't get even more, damage to me.
You would have tried, but didn't we get tackled by security?
eventually, yeah. I mean,
Eventually,
yeah. I mean, it took. Was it? It was, yeah, Ben, that was the moment which has now become my favourite part of the episode, because it's the very first thing of the first episode, and now it makes me laugh so much, which is where you go, I've got 2 canes! and then, yeah.
When did I even say that? I don't know.
It's just before you decide you're going to stab him in the leg. Oh, no, was that? No, sorry, no. It's just before Virgil decides he's going to stab you in the leg, sorry. Because I gave you an out. I gave you a shot because you said I'm just gonna push him with my cane, and I was like, okay, you've moved him back, and now you can leave. And you were like, I stand my ground. It's like, this is gonna end well.
Come on, it'll be boring if I left.
Yeah.
Keep the escalation going.
Oh man, that was so funny. And then
I'll have to come back to it at one point.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, you got a glass to the knee, and
Well, that's the next level. Gun to the knee.
I just like the fact that it was there for a very long time as well. I mean,
You
Is
know,
it
like,
still in there now?
no,
I don't know.
I mean, you
think it was
took,
I took mine out, but I don't know about you.
Oh,
I mean,
I probably just left it.
we ended the first episode with you still having the glass in the knee, but you trying to drive, and with Rot just pedaled to the metal in the hover car, and hello.
I was waving hi to Kyle and Finger Guns. Hi, Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Hi, Kyle. How you doing?
But also
Hey,
to me
Kyle.
in the car.
Yeah, that is a proper way to end an episode. That was bloody
like
hilarious.
an escape.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't like get an instant ban and like never come back. We'll be looking for you type situation with security.
I mean, we
Following
knew
incident
from
one.
your bit, didn't we, that the security aren't really that bothered.
No. Lax, shall we say?
Yes.
It's like, do what you like, just know here.
Yeah. It was very much, calm and, not too worried, but, if you push it too
Hackers,
much.
if you had a security company, that's how you'd run it.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
It's like, calm down, lads, calm down.
Don't steal too much,
It's all good for a pint, yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Leave us with something, lads. Come on.
It's an acceptable loss value.
Yeah. Oh
Dear.
gosh.
Yeah, that was
You
one
only
of my
let them
favourite
steal a
bits.
certain amount, and then when they go over that limit, you're like, okay, let's go be greedy. Come on. Here's a chance.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah, come on, lads. We've all had some
on.
fun. Come on.
Taking
man.
the piss now.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah.
Calm down.
The thing is, it's true.
The world's worst security.
Okay. Seeing as, look at that, it's past, and we are roughly halfway through the points that I had.
God, are we being efficient?
Dear, oh
As
dear.
well.
I know,
That's
right?
acceptable.
Schedule?
I know.
We just need
So-
to derail it all now for the next half hour.
I know. Well, don't worry, it's definitely going wrong. Now, my next point or question was about the plan. Now, I'd forgotten about this until I watched episode
You had a
2.
plan?
This is it. I asked you 5 separate times to create a plan. And 4 out of those 5 times you went nowhere near it. And then there was one time where Rot said something about you can't go through the floor.
Yeah.
And that was the only bit of
Oh
planning.
yeah,
That was the only bit of planning.
which was a joke because I had spent 10 minutes with my face on the floor looking at nothing.
I mean, I
my
did have a
gosh.
bottle in my knee. You can let me off.
Bottled the plan.
Yeah, you getting
The back is a bottle.
getting like so annoyed and exasperated was really funny, and it's part of the reason why I probably could have come up with a plan, but I didn't.
We definitely
It's
could have
funnier
come up,
not to.
quite
It's
easily
like,
have come up
so
with a plan.
you guys have a plan, and we're like,
Yeah.
Nope. It's not our style, really.
That needs a montage.
Oh my god, that would be quite funny, wouldn't it? I might actually do that.
Go for it. We need more content on YouTube.
Oh dear. Oh, Carl's saying don't jinx it. I said we're halfway through at half hour. He's
We are
absolutely
jinx.
right.
We are the
I know.
jinx.
I know. What was I thinking? Oh dear.
I mean, shit. Why were you that surprised that we didn't want to make a plan?
I know, but do you know what? I was
That's
like,
true.
I worked really hard to come up with something cool. I thought, if we're doing a heist, it's going to be a lot of fun. These Leeds dads are going to love it. They're going to follow the standard heist model, And no, there was almost none of that. Like at every turn, I had to try and
"It's a PDF online for Heist." That we
No, but I
look
mean, I would love that. From like, I thought I'd take it from like films.
So
and
how do
things
you
like
rob?
that. Yeah. Genuinely,
I'd be like, oh, I found this PDF on Google.
no joke.
You were
Google.
expecting
Google, or whatever it is.
you were
Space School.
expecting Ocean's 11. You got the paddling pool 3.
Yeah. Basically.
Yes.
But I mean, the thing is
Paddling pool
that,
three.
funnily enough, David, I did actually watch a YouTube video of about half-hour video talking about how to structure a heist. It was for D&D, so it wasn't quite what I was
real.
looking for.
Okay.
But it gave me a rough
I
idea.
was gonna say you.
Yeah, not a real life one for D&D.
I was like, what?
Yeah. But
We know.
Leave
we
that
know.
for a minute.
yeah.
I was like, I was only joking. God.
But yeah, so I was trying to sort of incorporate some of that, and it just went totally out the window. I mean, the thing is that I should have known that you wouldn't come up with a plan, shouldn't I? One of the biggest things they say is know your players, and I mean that was probably my biggest failing at that point, wasn't it?
My players.
But it made it funnier that you didn't, that you thought we would.
Yeah, that is true.
To be honest, we had all the information we needed, and we knew the security was terrible. So.
Is our plan.
But the thing is, you all ended up doing different things anyway. So I mean,
I did. To be fair, I did have. There was a thing that I wanted to do, which you disallowed because you said the hover car couldn't go that high.
Yes.
Which card?
I mean, I always envisaged that it wouldn't be off, because the thing is, if I made it too high, you might as well have been in a spaceship. But I always envisaged it was spaceship. Yeah, maybe. I kind of envisaged it be something that's sort of lower to the ground, and maybe a foot off the ground or something like that. So I could have allowed it, but yeah, I think it was more fun actually the way it ended up anyway. The next thing that happened though, after you didn't make a plan, or as I've written it here, the plan or lack of. You went to the market in Devonport, and all three of you got hold of some absolutely brilliant stuff. Seriously, each one. The thing that I like about it the most is each one of you used those things in a really clever way.
Very
for
effective.
the rest. Yeah.
That's true. Actually,
it was. Yeah, all three of you had a rough idea of what you wanted to do with them and used it really effectively. I thought it was great.
I had a rough idea, did I?
But it just made things a lot more fun because it was things.
I didn't. Well, Virgil didn't see it.
Yeah.
Because he was blinded.
Yeah. But I just mean so. Virgil had the grapple gun, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That was useful thing.
Yeah.
One sensible item, yeah.
Actually,
yeah. So that was you.
I was like, I'll do.
Yeah.
I'm the paddling pool of the three.
Yeah.
And I was just sneaking about in the vents. On the way down was not as successful though. The up, we got there.
With
The down.
I mean, with a bit of help, to be honest. But yeah, you did technically get there.
Yeah, I was just hanging there.
No, it definitely helped.
Guys.
But then of course, Sir Julian gets the Laser Monocle 3000, created by his father.
Very effective.
One of the great
as you can tell.
inventions.
Yeah.
But again, actually quite useful in the end.
But then again, also quite useless.
Oh yeah,
It just blinds people. My plan was that it could cut through things and go through quite some things, but I think it's funnier that it doesn't. Literally,
it's just a laser pen.
It's the Vernon blinder.
I kind of assumed it was like one of those checkout scanners, where it's that sort of laser, and that's the most powerful it can go.
Oh right, I thought you were saying it looks
that wouldn't
like
even blind you, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just a red light.
I mean,
Have I got?
he has to try really hard to blind you. I mean,
Here we go. This is what it looks like.
Hey,
brilliant.
look, propped on.
Yeah, just like a monocle with the laser.
Laser. Yeah.
Yeah, the laser's stored in this bit here. Yeah.
Ben, we know what a laser monocle is, don't you know? Don't treat us like
audience like idiots.
Yeah, come on, mate.
Yeah.
We've all got one.
Yeah.
And just Julian didn't.
Hidden away.
Yeah.
Why do you think his father's so rich?
And then, of course, Rot decides on a carpentry kit, which at the time I was thinking, what the bloody hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then it ended up being actually quite good.
I did buy it to do carpentry with.
When did you come up with that, Josh?
You thought it was for.
Because I was. When did I come up with it? I think on the car journey back from the museum because I think it was I think when the plan was happening and we knew that we had an opportunity to go to the shop, and I was thinking, what shall I buy? Because again, I mean, similarly, I like to do random shit and then kind of like, you know, like ready, steady, cook. You know, you don't know what ingredients you're getting, what you're gonna make. That's kind of where we're at. And I was like, okay, so you know, he's found his new god. What is a kind of devout crazy person gonna do? Is gonna make some like statues, make some like little figurines and stuff to promote the word of Jeffrey. And also, I then have like a hammer and chisel. I did actually. The chisel part was actually in my wider plan for the heist, that the thing that I didn't get to do, which was my plan originally to get into the building was to jump from the hovercar from a great height and skydive at the building with the chisel pointed forward and try and like missile into the building at extremely high speed and see if I can break through the roof.
That is the issue, is that you would have had to roll for it. Yeah. And let's be honest. Yeah. What if you'd have missed? Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, that was part of the plan.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I started off, I was always looking for a transition point because I wanted to get out of Rot and into Nan fairly early in the heist bit, because I thought it would be funny if Nan turned up with really zero context and then was just like free reign.
Yeah.
And I thought like the perfect place to do it is if Rot can basically just like jump. Sorry, Kyle, resubscribing. Hi, Kyle.
Oh, thank you, Kyle.
If Rot jumped, essentially broke through the roof and then turned into Nan, and Nan was just left in a pile of rubble on the floor going, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I mean, there was a moment that you asked me if you jumped in to the building, would you hit your head? Didn't you, when you were jumping?
That was the same. It was the same idea.
I know you were thinking the same thing. Yeah. Actually, do you know, I didn't go through my mind at that moment, but I mean, you got the chance later on, didn't you?
Well, I was looking. I was always looking for a transition point.
Because I threw my cane at your head, but
missed.
that missed, didn't it?
You missed. Yeah.
It was appropriately enough caused by Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Well, of course it was. It was fate. Of course
it was.
Well, I tell you what. Before we go into the actual heist itself, the one last thing that I wanted to talk about was one of the most bizarre moments was Rot walking away from the cashier, just sort of saying,
right,
Jeffrey be with you, and just walking away backwards out of the shop.
And somehow getting away with it.
I know, it was
I
so
can't believe
funny.
you let me get away with that. And I rolled badly as well. And I'd missed the roll on like on one number. The one number I couldn't.
That is true. Yeah. My head canon for that is was sort of like the police will get involved later. Yeah, that too. But the police will get involved later, and they'll get involved a little bit sooner because they've already been called about you. Okay, so I kind of just moved it up a little bit, and then what happened later on just moved it even further forward.
To be fair, all I stole was a block of wood and a chisel.
Yeah.
Could be worse. But yeah, I mean, that was literally just me being like, well, let's just continue that I'm not paying for stuff thing. Yeah. Because that's funny. And, it's just a bit, basically. It was just me doing a bit.
Have you paid for anything?
Yes. There are spoilers.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. So far, probably not then.
Yeah.
The ones that are released.
He paid with a soul.
Yes. Well, that was a different character.
Different character. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. It wasn't. That was more bartering. I feel.
Yeah. I suppose that takes us on to the heist itself. I mean, well, it started kind of well. Virgil, almost called him Vernon, got onto the roof, and you managed to slink through the vents. Sir Julian, didn't actually crash the car on the way there or anything. So, you got there.
Best pilot.
And Rot rolled laser feelings to actually get in. So the window, you managed to hit with the chisel, and it just dropped out, so pretty good. Then it started to go a little wrong, didn't it?
No.
I mean,
depends how you
anyone
look
for
at it.
melon is all I'll say.
Depends how you look at it. Depends how you look at
You
it.
beat me to the punch of the pummel. Watermelon punch.
Melon head was excellent. I mean, and of course, Josh, I made you describe it as well, so it came totally from you. Brilliant.
I honestly don't really know why. Why that was the choice. Well, no, because I think... No, do you know what? It was because I did the, I was still looking for a way to switch characters. So I knew that drawing the security guards was the way to do it, which is why, Scream... Jeffrey out in the to attract attention. It was literally to attract attention to try and find Jeffrey.
Of course.
And I had to utter the famous words "Roll for Jeffrey."
Roll for Jeffrey. Well, that's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Hashtag Roll for Jeffrey. Jeffrey's got to come
This
back
whole
at some
time I'm
point.
looking down my vent going, for fuck's sake.
Well, I like to spice things up, and that was about as spicy as it could get, and then I gave you some melon to cool it down. I don't really know.
The fact that you hit him with a chisel. Oh god!
I think that was more me just kind of going, well, what can I've caused this. Now what do I do with it? And I was like, well, I've got a hammer and a chisel, and Rot is clearly incredibly deranged and dangerous. I think that was my interesting revelation for that episode.
Really?
Is that Nan thinks he's crazy. Rot is very deeply broken.
He is. That's what's so great about it, is you're playing them obviously completely different ways, but they are both very they're both not crazy in different ways, I think is what it is.
Yeah. I think it's interesting.
Next time.
Sorry, go.
No, I was going to say I'm going to think it's interesting next time you switch, because I don't think because I think for me and Julian, we'd be like, when that happens again, we'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true,
each other
actually.
next time. We're like, fucking run.
Yeah, we would be, wouldn't we? Yeah.
The bad guys are like, why are you running? I'm like, you should be too!
I mean, you should probably tell me to be scared, because I don't think I'd have caught on to that.
I don't know, I think everyone watched Melonhead. You certainly saw the aftermath of Melonhead.
Oh god.
Yeah,
because Ben, you tried to hit
You had the right idea.
Rot with the cane and threw it into the head, and then
I remember thinking, yes, Ben, do it.
Yeah, and then
But looking for the
Virgil
switch.
drops the vent onto his head as well. Oh my god, it was excellent. You couldn't ask for much more. You really couldn't.
all you hear is
and then of course you had the fight with the guards, which actually didn't last as long as I was expecting, and it was because
pretty good, weren't we?
yeah.
that's a bro survived longer.
I think there were
He survived longer than the guards.
He's better security.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say that my favourite moment of that was a moment where you weren't even fighting the guards; you were fighting each other. So, Sir Julian using the laser across Virgil to make him blind.
Yeah,
It had to happen.
Oh my god.
You did hit the others as well, didn't you? It was like,
Yeah, it was a sweeping move.
That reminds me of like a really Rick and Morty moment. That for me is like a Rick and like you duck and it just slices the other people behind him, like you motherfucker. Like a little sketch, like that's. I was like, I felt like I was Morty, or I was Rick, and you were like a pissed off Morty or something.
Morty.
Trying to kill Rick.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez, Rick.
Morty.
I don't know, guys. I will say I'm genuinely so glad that you guys didn't kill Jeffrey, and I was, after a while of that fight, looking for an escape because I thought this character needs to come back at some point. Because I can't have him go out here because he's just too good. So even though technically he didn't do very much, but it just made sense to keep him, and he will most certainly be coming back at some point. I can promise you that.
It would be so funny, like he decided to like retire, and then we go to this holiday planet, and he's just there. He's like, "Oh,
This is a cruise liner or something."
I will tell you.
It's just like, ah!
Oh, that's hilarious.
I will tell you. I do have a rough plan for him.
Ooh.
Yes, you will see.
He
him.
talked to his daughter as well.
That's right.
Oh, okay. He's got a backstory, so
He has.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
But then we come on to my favourite bit of the entire two-parter, which is Battenborough.
This was like, this was my favorite. Like NPC
Yes.
for me.
I mean, it wasn't meant to be anything. It was meant to be an old man trying to stop three people who were... He was completely outgunned. He had no weapons. Just an old man trying to stop you, and then you were just going to go, no, screw off, I'm out. You know, that was what I was expecting. And instead it turned into 5 or 10 minutes of the best comedy I think we've actually done.
And we didn't even... It was the roles that did it. It wasn't really what we were doing.
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to say, I if I hadn't have thrown the gem, if I'd have thrown a cane, it might have been slightly different.
It was a great idea, though. I mean, Josh, you will know that we have the video.
We do indeed.
Do you happen to have it queued up and ready to go?
I also checked.
Ooh.
Hey, yes, finger guns.
Thank you, finger guns.
Thank you.
Cool. Oh,
Getting
thank you very
themselves
much. So the video you're about to watch, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals, is there you go.
What do you think?
Is a YouTube video which I created, which is just a short clip of what happened with Battenborough. I laughed so much at it, I just thought this has to be something. So I've turned it into this clip. So it is on YouTube, so feel free to go and watch it on YouTube after we finish. But we are going to play it for you now. So when you're ready, Josh.
Here we go.
Right.
You hear a door close, and it's Battenborough, the manager.
I'm throwing the gemstone right at his eye.
I want you to throw. That will be a laser throw.
It's a 6.
Okay, that's a fail.
I will catch that gem.
Virgil, make me a lasers roll as well, I think.
5.
You miss. So what happens is Attenborough catches the gem. You morons. And he old man waddles to try and basically try to escape.
The last cane. Don't try and catch this, Vernon, okay? Throw it.
You throw the cane, okay. That's going to be a feelings, please, Mr. Julian.
1.
Oh my god, you miss!
I'm going to chuck a foot at him.
Let's go for a lasers roll for that.
Best foot forward. That's a 6.
That's a miss!
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to grapple hook him.
Let's make this a lasers
It's gone
roll,
so well
please.
so far. 4.
Oh my god. It's so bad.
Last time we were so accurate. I bring out the laser.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go for the blinding. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lasers, and it's 2 because you bought the item you prepared.
I passed 5 and a 3. Thank God for that.
You don't have the stone yet, remember. All you've done is you've managed to blind him for about a minute. So he's now waddling around in the garden, bumping into things. He's sort of saying to himself, and here we have... I don't know what we have. I can't see anything.
I'm gonna bring out my actual gun. Do I set to stun or not? So I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I'm shooting him right through the back of the knee.
Back of the knee.
So
He's not getting away anymore. That's fine.
He's never getting away, let's be honest.
That's a lasers.
4 and a 2.
Okay, that's a success. He does take a shot straight through the knee and drop to the floor.
He used to be a naturist.
Now he's about to be one with nature.
Wait, that's not right. It's naturalist.
Well, I never said he was wearing clothes.
I'd have lasered somewhere else.
Oh man, my head.
There we go. That was that then. I think the others they're still catching up.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I hadn't realised it had finished.
There we go. We're back.
Do you know what?
Yeah. I think the others are still catching up. Well, that's me. I can hear myself saying that again.
Yeah, I can hear you saying that as
you
well.
can. I will say for anyone who happens to be watching this back on Twitch, you can catch up, of course, on YouTube, all the episodes and all the recaps.
Absolutely. I'm sure you've got all of the YouTube links ready to put into the chat.
I just put a big old bit of text that says catch up on Post Sanity Plays YouTube. So if you just
well
search
done,
Post Sanity
that's
Plays YouTube, it'll come up.
Do it now, or I'll shoot you behind the back of the knee.
There you go.
Subscribe, hit that bell. Like.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, I will say that for me so far, that's been the funniest moment, or the bit that I've enjoyed the most, because I kind of got to play with you with a character that I'd come up with who wasn't meant to be anything. I just thought it was incredibly fun.
You became everything.
I do like it. It's essentially just an impression joke.
Actually, can I ask a question?
Sure.
What has happened to him post knee?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's happening with him right now? Because we just then ran away from the police, right?
He was offered a drink.
What happened to him? Oh yeah,
He was. But I mean,
he was offered. Like,
I suspect he's gone to hospital. I suspect to get that fixed.
okay, smart.
I'm not going to say too much because
He's
if I
coming back.
bring back
Ooh.
Jeffrey, there needs to be some suspense over other things. So I won't say too much just in case.
Did he do like a bad guy team up?
Oh my god!
Are they on a safari?
At the holiday resort that you retired to. They're both there.
Well, that brings us on to the police chase. Now, as I said, I thought what I'd do is I'd bring it up a little bit more when you decided to steal Josh. But then the amount of time we spent with Battenborough, I thought, well, surely the police are going to be there by the time you guys finally leave. It just felt like the right way to play it in the end. So, they were basically right next to you when you got in the car and saw you leave. And, I mean, let's be honest, just more craziness happened.
Oh, that was so much fun, that car chase. That was a proper, car chase feeling thing.
Yeah, I was really pleased with how that sort of panned out. I was trying to make it into, that's why I decided to go with hover cars. I thought it would be quite a laugh to try something a little bit different. But I was pleased with how it went. There were still some mad moments, though. Julian deciding to get his revenge, I thought was particularly nuts.
Oh, that was so graphic.
I know, right?
We do have to think about maybe toning down the graphic level of fighting.
Silly.
Perhaps.
No. Julian's not capable. Vernon's not capable either.
Descriptively, at least, you know.
But the thing is, all we're doing is using words when you actually think about it. Yeah. That's all we're doing, but it's still, it still feels like it's near the mark, doesn't it? And did you give him the apology that he wanted, Virgil? That's the question.
No, hell no.
Didn't get an apology.
Still not hard work for me.
Is that ever
No. Even episodes later.
I will say, I slightly.
You will never get one. You will never get one.
I will say that I slightly broke the rules for you, David, when you rolled to sort of patch yourself back up. Because I decided to just give you another roll, which is when you actually jumped on the bike, which technically I shouldn't have done, but I just thought, you're hyped up on adrenaline, you know, and it's our game. Yeah. It's our game. Let's have some fun with it. You know? Yeah. Who cares about the rules? One of my other favourite bits was, well, I suppose it's Nam now, isn't it? Jumping out the car towards the other bike and getting stuck between the two.
Oh, perfect! So perfect. Was that a feeling? Was that a lasers roll that hit a 6? I can't remember.
I think so. Yeah.
Beautiful. Sometimes the dice enjoy the comedy.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Away. Yes.
It's so true. It's so true.
It's just that classic kind of like Hollywood car chase thing of like jumping between vehicles, and then just the perfect
try to
amount
do
of
like
it
a
going
Van
wrong.
Damme when he does the split between two trucks.
Yeah.
That's what you.
We need that bit animated. That would be so cool.
Oh yeah.
This whole episode needs to be animated.
You want to do that? Feel free.
I don't think I've got the skills. If I had the skills, I would, but I can't draw or anything.
If anyone out there has got the skills and also several years of free time,
well, not the whole thing. Maybe just a highlight.
Yeah. But God, that would be amazing. Yeah.
Little 30 seconds.
I want to see what they'd come up with for your end moment with Nan, actually. Because don't you do a flip and then pick up the bike and throw it or something at the car?
Just do something cool. I think I basically jumped on the bike and like drove it pretty much into the vehicle behind, jumped off, did a backflip and did a superhero landing, and was like, maximum chaos.
And somehow
I got my barrel roll as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really cool. We should like take time in the next episode to like paint that on our ship and call it Maximum Chaos.
Oh,
That should be the name of
we
our
should
ship.
rename this ship. That's a great
Paint job.
Well, it's called the Raptor at the moment.
Yeah, that's not a good name, is it?
For now.
Yeah. Feel free to change it. I won't stop you.
That's a great
Raptor
shout.
Maximum Chaos.
So somehow you were successful in the heist, and let's
Very
say
generous GM, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I did think about maybe not allowing you to get away, but in some ways I thought it was a lot more fun to actually go, you know what, let's do it, let's let it happen, especially some of the cool stuff you came up with at the end. I thought was really good. And that was pretty much where we ended, wasn't it? You took things back to Blu-ray and handed off the gem, and he sort of got you...
Moved everything over with Griff, is it?
Griff, yeah, that's right, yeah. And with the police as well. And interestingly enough, that will lead into the next Lasers and Feelings episode.
I mean,
I won't tell you how.
Sort of tell Blu-ray to piss off.
You did. I mean, you might remember, Ben, that you gave him the finger.
I gave him a foot.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we all just said, leave us alone, don't give us any more jobs.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
yeah, that's true. To be honest with you, he might be coming back, but, you know, not for now.
Of course.
Not for now. But yeah, that's where we left it. And what an incredibly fun episode.
Yeah, that was very fun, that one.
Yeah.
Just because of how...
I think, you know, we've done a few more since. I still think my favorite moments were in that episode. Not that there aren't moments worth watching. I think we might have peaked at just corrupted crazy in that episode, because it's still like pretty crazy going forward, but that was a lot.
Do you know what it was? It was the perfect moment where we kind of roughly knew what we were doing. We'd had an episode of Lasers and Feelings and an episode of Dungeons and Dragons, and we were just getting into it, but we were still at a point where we were new and just making stuff up as we went along a bit more. And I think, it hit that moment perfectly for us, and that's what made the episode so fun. But I don't think that takes away from the episodes coming up, because I think we have a whole new player. You have a whole new what? Sorry,
a whole new player, a whole new character coming to join us.
We do in the next Lasers and Feelings. Who could it be?
Who
could it be?
Nobody knows.
I mean, if only we've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
You are right. Yeah, we will have Mr. Kyle joining us for the next Lasers and Feelings, and of course he did the live one. So he did, and he was excellent in it.
Had a little preview.
Yeah, exactly. Gave you a little preview. But the next thing coming up is next Wednesday, I believe, which is, if I get the date up, of course I can't. It doesn't want to work now.
Yeah, next Wednesday is the
21st. 21st on Twitch, and the 23rd on YouTube is Dungeons and Dragons Episode 2. Now, this one's pretty crazy. Yeah. This is the most off rails we went, I think, up to like the 4 episodes that we filmed. I can't believe how crazy that got, especially in the second half. But I mean, the first half was nuts anyway.
A weird symmetry to the second episode of Lasers and Feelings and the second episode of D&D, where it went wrong. There's a lot more stakes in D&D.
Now I will say that so I edited this one, and one of the last things that's mentioned is that I have a question to David where I ask him how off piece did we go, and he just went, "Oh man!"
Wow.
So that gives you an idea. But we have a very short clip of that episode, which we can play for you if you got it keyed up and ready, Josh.
Indeed. This is much fun.
So,
yes. I don't think I've seen this one.
You get to watch it in about 50 seconds and as it comes back round. Okay, here we go.
Roll me a animal handling check. Oh no, roll me. Are you trying to persuade or intimidate? Oh no, animal handling. Animal handling.
It's a critical one.
Oh my god.
It was all going so well.
There you are. That is the tiniest little sample.
I did not want to give away too much, but I promise you, it is worth tuning in for. And God, it's nuts, isn't it?
It was very crazy.
I don't remember the next one. Jeez, wow.
I don't remember. Wow. I remember what happens at the end, but not at the start. I know how it ends.
It's a blur.
Really? Oh, yeah.
It's just a blur, man. Yeah.
You're thinking about.
Well, we've
things.
recorded so much more since then. It's hard to keep track of what was what. Yeah.
Which game, which world did we fuck up in this time?
Yeah.
It's pretty much
version?
like,
Which version of Posh Person am I playing?
Technically, we've had like four different things that we've done, because we have Lasers and Feelings D&D, the special Lasers and Feelings, which was different characters, and my thing, which is which we've recorded some of. Yeah. So we've been through a lot.
Oh yeah.
Kyle in the chat says them ears.
They are quite something.
They are. They're a little uncomfortable as well, but
they look it.
I've kind of gotten used to them.
As they say, a choice.
And just a little spoiler for another episode of D&D. We did it. You know, we've got more props.
Yes.
Those will be coming out in about a month, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Just over a month.
Won't say too much about it, but yes, there are more props on the way.
Just as crazy.
Oh, just a little bit.
So much fun.
Yes. So keep an eye out. So it's 8 o'clock we're going for.
It should be, yes, 8 o'clock
Wednesday?
next Wednesday, the 21st of July 2021, just in case anyone wasn't aware or was watching it back later on. With it releasing on YouTube on the 23rd, as said before.
23rd at 12 o'clock on YouTube. 12 o'clock in the
I can't
afternoon.
wait to watch that one. That's going to be fun. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then, of course, we'll be back on a recap live on the 28th.
Oh my god, that recap's going to be awesome. I mean, I was looking forward to this one. I am so looking forward to that one as well. Oh my god. I don't know how that's going to work. It's going to be great. I tell you what I haven't done? I haven't given the title of this episode. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
This episode is called Too Big for Their Boots.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that's what happens at the start. Yeah.
Do you know what? Now I know it. Yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah.
Ah.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we should finish off for the night.
I should just say very quickly, well, obviously, thank you everyone for watching. And thank you, Finger Guns and Kyle, for resubscribing.
Yeah, thank you.
We are talking about possibly trying to do a stream at the weekend, talking about Loki, because Loki is awesome. I'm not sure when it will be. It might be quite early, just because we are also recording more of this. Your viewing pleasure down the line. So we'll try and fit that in, but I do want to talk about Loki because it's great.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. until the weekend.
Yeah.
And there will be spoilers. Aside from that, yes, we will be back next week, next Wednesday. All post-70 plays on Twitch will be on Wednesdays from now on, hopefully. We've been trying to switch for a while, and we've finally done it. So, 21st.
It took hackers to do it.
It did. 21st for Dungeons and Dragons, then 28th will be the recap of that. Then we're in 4th of August for the next episode of Lasers and Feelings, featuring the wonderful Kyle and his character, who we kind of met before. And then much more in the future beyond that.
Kyle's put his name in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, on that note,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Thank you very
It was
much,
fun
guys.
remembering this crazy episode.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a fun episode? Only a small teaser. Very small teaser. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not reading that out.
It's on the screen. It's recorded, though.
It is on the screen.
Bloody hell, Kyle.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Wow,
We will see you again very soon.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Take it easy.
Have a great rest of your week.
See ya.
Bye.